All right, we are live on YouTube and also simulcasting live on Facebook. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join me here for this amazing show. I have another great topic here for you tonight. But before we get to that, let me make sure that the YouTube notification has gone out. It just popped up on my phone as I looked at it. Beautiful, great work there, YouTube. That's pretty quick. That's pretty quick. With 2 billion people on the platform, that's pretty quick. And again, as I mentioned a second ago, we are also simulcasting live on Facebook. Let me make sure that Facebook is rolling smoothly. Oh yeah, the back end of YouTube looks great as well. Looking good, looking good. Yes. Yes. Give me just a second here, folks. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Good, yes. Yes, it's rolling well. Yes. One person on Facebook, and John, welcome to the show. Let's check. How are you doing? Welcome to the show. Stick around if you'd like. Feel free to ask any questions in the Facebook chat as well. And I will be periodically checking over on the Facebook side of things. I am primarily over on the YouTube side of things. If you want to join us on YouTube, my YouTube channel link is attached to the posting of this Facebook live stream or simulcast. And you can subscribe, bang the bell, select all notifications on YouTube, and then find the latest stream and participate there. There are many more people typically on the YouTube side of things than Facebook. But before we also move any further, let me also pay special props once again to this channel sponsor. That's none other than the great, amazing Troy Brewer, a great long-time 10-year friend of mine that runs an amazing marketing company, one of the most trustworthy and reputable marketing companies on the planet, called the Discover Community Network. If you'd like to find out more information about the Discover Community Network, please go below the description about a third of the way down. On the YouTube side of things, there are a couple links there. One is to the main site, and one is to one of their subsidiaries, the Discover Community Network Internet Radio Network, the DC Internet Radio Network. Also, if you're on Facebook, you can just do a Facebook search for Discover Community Network, and you'll find many of their Facebook business pages, and that will lead you to the entire Discover Community Network. So check it out and connect with Troy if you'd like. And I am just blessed to have such a great friend who's decided to sponsor this channel. I thank you, Troy, for your continued sponsorship and your patronage. You're an amazing person. Thank you so much for that. All right, so let's just start things off this way before we get to the topic of love like you've never been hurt, plus unrealistic expectations in 2021. Let me check out the YouTube chat and welcome some people to the show and answer some questions. Let's see. Lewis Fuller, good evening, host. Good evening, Lewis. Lewis says, I just gave you a like. Thank you. Please get those likes up, folks. 9 likes so far. Let's get to 20 likes. Let's get to 20 likes to offset those dislikes. Nunya, a.k.a. New Girl in Town. Hi, Coach. Hi, Lewis. Hello, Nunya. Welcome to the show. Glad to see you and many of the others a few hours ago while on my walking stream. If you missed my walking stream earlier, I was talking about 2 of the most important priorities in order of importance that you should prioritize to have a happy, healthy, and amazing life. So if you missed that and you need some more content to view later tonight or tomorrow, go back and check out the replay of that stream or any of my other live streams, down the road or in the past, I mean. And I have an announcement to make about what I'm going to be adding to this channel because I think it'll bring more value. I'll explain more about that once I get through the chat. Let's see. Mutt Nuts Crazy World. Hey, Eli and everyone. Hey, Mutt. How you doing? Hope your night's going well. Happy Easter to everyone. Again, it's Easter for everyone except for me because I'm Greek Orthodox. Our Easter is 1 month away. So happy Easter to all of you. Hopefully you spent some time today with your friends and your family and other loved ones. Mutt Nuts Crazy World says, hey, at Nuna. Life is great. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show. Life is great. Nuna says, hi, Mutt Nuts. Hope you had a great Easter. Mutt Nuts Crazy World says it was good. At Nuna, a.k.a. New Girl in Town. Joe Shipley. Hi, Coach Eli. Hello, Joe. Welcome to the show. Mutt Nuts Crazy World. OMG. Love the background. Those are a bunch of wolves. Real wolves, right? Because again, I'm kind of focusing on wolves lately within my my background. They're like werewolves, right? They're the creatures of the night, right? Over here on my channel, we are real wolves. We're not. Let's leave that one alone. We're not going to say phony wolves, okay? Anyone can be any type of wolf that they want to be, right? Let's see here. Queen Helen Casey says you're good. Thank you, Queen. Appreciate that. Hello, Mutt. Hello, Lewis says Queen. Welcome to the show, Queen. Mike, hey, Cicely, how you doing, bro? Good evening, Coach. I'm in the middle of a 7-mile run, so I appreciate you live. Good timing. I like going at night because it is cooler and less women try to talk to me. Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing, bro, unless you're taken still. But where do you go running at? Do you have a track near your area? Is it a hiking trail? Do you have trail runners? Do you have hiking boots or just use tennis shoes? Like what kind of shoes do you use? Do you use padded socks so you don't get blisters? Do you wear sweats? Do you have like some Adidas or Nike apparel? Yeah, let us know, dude. Thank you so much for being here. Hope your night's going well. Hopefully your Easter went well, bro. Let's see here. Queen Helen Casey says, I just got done watching The Walking Dead. Okay, great, Queen. Great. Buttnuts Crazy World says, hey, at Queen. Buttnut says they are pack animals, and they'll eat you alive. Right, Mutt? They'll eat you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yes. Nunez says, hello, Queen Helen. Nice to meet you. Oh, she was here earlier, too. Queen's always here, usually here. Queen and Mutt and Lewis, but more so, Lewis, you're important, too, don't get me wrong, but Mutt and Queen have been a part of this group for the longest, and I respect and appreciate their loyalty. Same with you, Lewis. But Mutt and Queen, they've just been two of the most amazing women that I've met and become great friends, and I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone, but when people are loyal beyond expectation, that's just amazing to me. It's very meaningful. Queen says, hello, Nuna. All right. Nuna says, alpha or beta wolf, whatever your preference is. Well, I don't think anyone would go up to a wolf and go up to their face and say, hey, excuse me, wolf, do you mind if I ask you, are you an alpha or a beta, right? They look all cute. They look like dogs almost, right? They're all cute and sweet looking, but yeah, they will literally eat you alive if they feel threatened or if they're hungry, right? You see, in our hiking trails out here in Northern California, especially in the Bay Area, we have mountain lions. We have rattlesnakes and we have mountain lions. And in the Bay Area, I've never seen any rattlesnakes or mountain lions. Actually, wait a minute. I have seen a couple. I forgot. I have seen a couple on one trail. I saw them about a half a mile ahead. I was with my activity partner last year, and we waited a half a mile back, and we just waited for them to cross the trail and go back into the woods. If they come on the trail and they see you, they will follow you. I've seen some videos on YouTube where a mountain lion was following this one dude, and it was just insane. It was one of the most insane videos that I've seen. I don't know if this guy did it on purpose. I don't know if he had friends that were ready to, use like a tranquilizer gun or something if this mountain lion came any closer. But it was just, oh my God, it was just insane. It was insane. One Night Man, hey, welcome back. Good evening, peoples. Good evening, bro. Welcome back to the show. Nunes says LMAO. One Night Man reminds me of the wolves in Game of Thrones. Yeah, Game of Thrones is it's still pretty popular, but it's getting kind of overplayed now, don't you think? But anyway, some things never get old, right? Some things never get old, right? It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, so I've only seen a few gopher snakes in the Bay Area on trails, and they're not venomous, but they will squeeze you to death. They will squeeze their prey to death. You still give them space. but they're not a venomous threat like rattlesnakes are. And I've only seen a couple of rattlesnakes since I've been hiking for decades. And both times they were in the greater Sacramento area, in the foothills, about 2.5 hours west of where I live in the Bay Area. It gets much hotter in that area, and it was literally 90, 100 plus degrees. When it gets to 90 or 100 and you're on a hiking trail, especially on a hiking trail that's a little overgrown, you gotta expect rattlesnakes. And when I saw the last rattlesnake about a little over a year ago with my activity partner, I was looking for rattlesnakes. I was like looking for it, and she didn't see it. She was actually walking ahead of me. It was a single track part of the trail and a little overgrown. And I was looking ahead, and I told her to stop. I looked ahead about 500 feet. I saw this snake. I'm like, snake. And she walks closer to it because when I see a snake, I assume it's a rattlesnake, and I go the other way. And she got a little bit close to it, about 100 feet from it. And she said, yep, it's a rattler. It has rattlers on it. And then it started sliding off the trail. And instead of going forward, we were about a mile into this trail. We turned around and went to a different trail because you see one, you're going to see more. So they come in packs. So you got to be real careful. But as far as mountain lions go, I've never seen any. Mountain lions, you're not going to see mountain lions until you hit about 1,500 feet. That's why they're called mountain lions, because they need to be in a different type of weather. They're acclimated to colder weather, and they don't like it exceptionally hot. But sometimes you'll see mountain lions that will come down from the mountain, and sometimes they'll, come into the city. Like I live in Redwood City. When I mean the city, I mean they'll come out of the mountains down to ground level. And because where I live, we're like literally 13 feet above sea level. It's pretty much ground level. When they get down to that level, they can be very, very dangerous, and they're very disoriented, and they will attack anything because it's not their natural habitat, not their natural environment to be in. So, yeah, I don't even watch them since Queen sounds anacondas. I wouldn't mess with those either. We don't have anacondas here in Northern California. We just have rattlesnakes. We have king snakes, California king snakes, which are not venomous, and we have gopher snakes. The only snake you really have to be overly concerned with is the rattlesnake. But they will, if you get close, they will warn you. They will shake their rattle. You'll be able to hear them. Anyway, let's see. Muttless Crazy World. We have red fox, coyotes. We do have those too as well. I forgot. We do have coyotes as well. On the western shore of Maryland, they have black bears. And as for snakes, we have water moccasins. Those are very venomous, like rattlers. In the water, you got to be careful. Very careful of those. And copperheads, they're venomous too. And out of those three, the copperhead is venomous. No, the water moccasin is venomous too, Mutt. I'll look that up. Water moccasin is a variant of the cottonmouth. Can water moccasins kill you? The venom of the water moccasin is very toxic and kills its victims by causing a hemorrhage at the site where the poison is injected. In other words, the snake's venom makes it harder for blood to clot, and the victim will bleed out or die from internal bleeding. Yeah, no, I know those water moccasins. They are venomous, Mutt. They are. Nunez says 1 room, wall-to-wall snakes, rattlers, cobras, pythons, etc. Rattlers spit too. Yes, they do spit. But they can't inject the venom unless they bite you. Spitting on you is different than injecting it into your blood and into your veins. So, yes, but they will spit too. So you got to be careful. Mike says, most women say the best sort of trouser snake is the anaconda. My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun. Right? You can do side bends or sit-ups, but please don't lose that butt, right? Hey, Cicely, do you like big butts and you cannot lie? You other brothers can't deny. And when a girl walks in with an itty-bitty waist and a round thing in your face, do you get sprung, bro? Yeah, we have water moccasins where I live too. Yeah, I think the water moccasins are more venomous than the rattlesnakes. I mean, rattlesnakes can be, they are venomous, but they're not the most venomous snake. The baby rattlesnakes are worse because any baby snake that's venomous is going to be more venomous than a grown adult because the babies have not fully matured to be able to control their venom as well. Not ours, says Muttnut's Crazy World. Nuna says, some women like him big, LOL. Queen says, behave, Eli. What did I say wrong, Queen? Can you be more specific, please? Oh, I was singing some Baby Got Back, right? Sir Mix-a-Lot, right? I like big butts and I cannot lie, right? I do. I've become more of a butt man than a boob man. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not going to turn away a woman just because she has big boobs. But, you know, even if a woman has smaller, boobs and a big butt, nice big butt, it's all good. I mean, listen, what's wrong with saying that? Like, let's be real here. This is 2021. This is not like 1950, right? You know what I mean? Muttnut's Crazy World says, what we call a water moccasin is not really one. It's just what we call a garter snake. Oh, those don't do anything. Those aren't venomous at all. The garter snakes, here where I am, because we'll find them in the ditches. Yeah, those are harmless. Yeah, those are harmless. So anyway, let me check out Facebook real quick. Nothing going on Facebook. Nobody on over there. All right. Okay. So let's get to the topic of the show tonight. Tonight we're going to be discussing love like you've never been hurt, plus unrealistic expectations in 2021. One more time, love like you've never been hurt, plus unrealistic expectations in 2021. You know, what really inspired me to do this topic tonight was a video that I saw earlier. I'm going to actually go to my YouTube history right now and actually get this video. If you give me just 1 second here. I want to share it on my community tab. I've just been really, really swamped, folks, and been just trying to get you as much content as possible. So I didn't get a chance to share this out to my community tab before the show started. Check out this video. It makes perfect sense about modern world dating. So I just shared it on my community tab. I'm going to share this video on Facebook, and I'm going to also share it in the chat. Can you be more specific, Nuna? Can I define what? Please be specific when you ask questions in the chat, because because I talk about so many things and I go from one thing to another, and I want to be able to respond to, exactly what you were talking about. But anyway, so this video is called Social Media and Fixing Men, Rules of Modern Dating and Understanding Women. It is complicated. It is complicated. Yeah, it's, let me see, how long was this video here? Oh, there's an ad. I have it muted so it won't go through my audio here. I have to wait for these ads to, I have YouTube Premium, but I'm not logged into that account. So, 19 minutes and 38 seconds. And what these men and women said about how the modern world is regarding unrealistic expectations of women and men. It's just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. People expect way too much. And instead of men and women just, giving each other a chance like they used to back in the days, women's expectations, this is more so with women than men. I mean, some men have high expectations, but more so because women have been empowered and they don't need a man for survival anymore. They're independent, right? Women have become extremely, extremely, extremely picky over every little aspect of the man, from physical looks to finances to whatever, everything. And it's come to the point of where you see a lot of women nowadays, not only in their late 30s, but early to mid to late 40s that are single, never been married, and have no kids. And when I encounter women like that at my age that are single, never been married, no kids, it typically has never worked out. Why? Because if they're a good woman and, let's say their online profile says, I'm looking for love, I'm looking for someone to grow old with, I don't think I can have kids anymore, but I'm open to adopting. Like, it sounds all good, right? But why, if that's what they've wanted, they haven't found another man to have that with? I'm going to go back to what I've been saying for the past many streams. They come across a guy like me, and it's not that they're not physically attracted to me. It typically is, and sometimes it is, because I'm not everyone's cup of tea, right? But typically with me, it's not about physical attraction. It's about the fact that I'm an alpha male, and they're used to dating beta males, right? So these women give the beta males a chance, like I've been saying for the past several streams, right? Because these beta males are overly nice guys. Women don't feel threatened by them. Plus, women feel like they can have a little more control with the beta males since they've been, liberated and become stronger in the modern world, right? So they'll give the beta males a chance. They date the beta males for 6 months, a year, sometimes 2 years. And after 6 months, a year, or 2 years, they end up just not feeling it. I'll talk with these women and ask them the type of guys that they've dated, right? Well, usually after a year or year and a half, it just fizzles out. I just, and they're good. Was the guy a jerk? No, he was a really nice guy. Well, that's the issue, right? When a woman says a guy's a really nice guy, that's basically her saying that he's a weak man, right? There's a difference between saying that guy's a good guy, he's a loyal guy, a responsible guy, he's a good man. Listen to the words here. Nothing wrong with a guy being a good or even nice guy. But when a woman says he's a nice guy, that's beta man, beta man, beta man, beta man, beta man, right? So I already know what they're talking about, right? They say, well, what happens is the sex, was the sex not good? They're like, nah, it was okay. Oh, it was okay, right? If it was amazing, they would still be with that guy. If that guy was a real man, they would still be with that guy, right? So what happens to all these women that are single in their 40s, never been married, no kids as well, right? Is that they continue to give the beta mans a chance, because when the alpha like me comes around and says, hey, look, I'm a good guy, but I'm a strong guy. And I tell them, I respect the modern day woman. But I also, I'm looking for a woman that's going to respect me as a man, and I respect you as a woman. I'm very clear when I talk with women nowadays. I say, look, I understand the modern world's a different place. I don't know what your dating experiences have been like, but I'm unlike any other guy you're going to meet. And if you treat me well, I'll treat you well. I'm a good guy, but I'm not a sissy. I'm a strong man. I just don't put up with BS. But again, if you treat me well, I'm going to treat you well. And that's how I am, So, like I said, when I'm the one that comes around, and I would have been good to these women, and they could have had a good life with someone like me, they'll dismiss me because they think I'm a jerk. They think that I'm coming on too strong, or they think that I'm a player or something like that, right? When that's the furthest thing from the truth, right? So this is the funny thing. These women, like I mentioned on a stream I believe I did yesterday, women think that alphas are betas and betas are alpha. Women are confused by alpha and beta males, right? They give a chance to the betas, then it never works out. And then when an alpha comes around and it would work out, they don't give us a chance at all, even to get something going with them, right? So in essence, these women are shooting themselves in the foot. And then good guys like me are like, so what the hell can I do, right? That's why I'm typically single for a while in between relationships, because to find a woman that is going to be understanding to the fact that I'm a man and she's a woman, it's very rare. It's extremely rare to find a woman, even a woman like my ex-girlfriend Dana, right? Now, Dana was a good woman. She was a strong woman, but she was more feminine than masculine, right? She knew when to turn up the masculinity and when to be feminine. And she never disrespected me as a man, and I never disrespected her as a woman, right? And she was more than capable of doing lots of things that I was capable and am capable of doing as a man, right? But she never questioned my masculinity, right? She was never scared to give me a chance just because I'm a real man. That's the problem we have nowadays, right? Then you have other issues. I'll check the chat in just a few here, okay? Then you have other issues, right? You come across a good woman, and then she really seems to like you. She likes you that you're a good, strong man, but she's been hurt, right? She just went through a divorce, or maybe she's been divorced for a year or two, or maybe she just got out of a long-term relationship or a year or two ago, right? Then you come across those women that really do like you, they're really attracted to you, and they want to be with you, but they want to take things really, really slow, right? And then I will tell them this. I will say, look, I don't think there's a wrong or a right time to, for anything to happen, right? I'll tell these women typically when I've gotten into relationships in the past, typically it just happens right away. Well, what do you mean? You sleep with the girl right away? Sometimes it happens right away. Sometimes it happens by the second date. But I tell them, I say, look, if it doesn't typically happen by the second or third date at the latest, it's never going to happen, right? Well, then these women would say, well, don't you think that's still too soon? I'm like, we're not in 1950. We're in the 21st century. It's 2021. If you really like a guy and a guy really likes you, and you can't picture being intimate with him, or you're not curious about being intimate with him, it's never going to work anyway. So if that's something that you're not feeling with any guy you're talking with right out of the gate, then you might as well end the conversation, right? And whenever I talk about that, it typically ends the conversation, because that woman is very guarded, and all she's doing is seeking validation until she can work through her issues. So you also have to identify that, guys, and not allow these women to waste your time. You know what I'm saying? Good evening, Mo. How you doing, bro? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Let's see here. I'm still not sure what you meant by, can you define that, Coach? And you said, yes, that, Nuna. Can you be more specific, please? 80-20 rule. Yeah, you're talking about masculine versus feminine energy, right? Is that what you're talking about, one night man? That a man and a woman need to be in their essence 70 to 80% of the time, and the other 20 to 30% they can be in the opposite essence. Because a real feminine woman is going to be in her feminine essence 70 to 80% of the time, and then 20 to 30% of the time she's going to exude a little masculine energy. No problem. Dominance, right? A real strong man is going to be in his natural essence of being a man, masculine, dominant energy 70 to 80% of the time, and the other 20 to 30% he'll be more in his feminine essence. Typically for me, when I was with my ex Dana, like in the bedroom, like, I was a great lover, but then afterwards I would snuggle up with her and, I would let her feel the emotion because it was a good feeling to be with her, right? Nothing wrong with a man expressing a little feminine energy every now and then, and nothing wrong with a woman expressing a little masculine dominant energy every now and then, right? But you have to be more so in your actual natural essence, or it's just never going to work out. It's never going to work out at all. Let's see here. Nunez says, it is not just looks to me, it is where the heart is at. Well, it's a combination of both, Nuna. Here's the thing nowadays. A woman's going to look at you within 3 seconds after meeting you, and if she's not sexually attracted to you and can't picture being in bed with you, it doesn't matter if the mental and emotional and spiritual is there. Let's say you're a woman and you talk to some guy on the phone, you see his pictures online, right, through an online dating site, and you're mentally, emotionally, and spiritually attracted to him, and you like his pictures, right? And then he shows up, and he looks exactly the same way in person. I've had this happen before with women. I look exactly the same as my pictures, right? And then they're not feeling it when they see me. Like, it's just a weird thing. Which leads me to believe it's not my looks, it's my alpha dominant personality of being a real man. But again, the truth of the matter is, and I hate to even say this because I'm more like you knew. Now, I believe, I'm not as picky as I used to be. I'm open to many different types of women, but women have become extremely picky on physical attraction. Extremely. Like, if they cannot picture being intimate with you 3 seconds after they see you, it's not going anywhere. It doesn't matter how good of a guy you are. It doesn't matter how nice you smell. It doesn't matter, if you look real good and you feel you look good, right? You can look good and they still might not like you, right? Maybe the wind's blowing the wrong direction when they meet you and they're just not feeling anything for anyone at that point. You just don't know. But a woman's going to know within 3 seconds of meeting you if she wants it to go somewhere, if she can picture being intimate with you. If not, nothing else matters. We have gotten to that point in this world. And that's why, I titled this show, Love Like You've Never Been Hurt, plus Unrealistic Expectations in 2021. It's unrealistic, right? It's unrealistic what women and some men expect. It's both men and women that have unrealistic expectations, but more so it's women. And again, it's all primarily because of what I've been saying for the last several shows over the past week. It's because the beta males, 97% of the men in this world are beta mons, right? And that gives women so much power, right? These women that have like OnlyFans accounts, I heard OnlyFans may be getting shut down or something if they haven't already been shut down. But why do you think women can go online on these pornography websites and be webcam girls and make thousands of dollars daily doing it, right? You think an alpha male like me is going to pay a woman like that to watch her strip virtually, right? When I like to meet women in person and I have no problem meeting women in person? Only the betamons. The betamons have given women a lot more than they deserve, right? Women deserve to get equal rights. Women being liberated, that needed to happen, right? That is not the problem. Again, the problem is the betamons, right? That's what it is. It's the beta men that give women this power because these guys lack self-respect. You know, these guys are insecure. They're weak. They just have no self-respect, no self-love. They're like shy, weak, needy, desperate, and insecure men that don't have the courage or strength to ask women out. Or if they do, they get turned down, or they can't keep a woman around because they're not manly enough, right? So then they have to go and pay women either to sleep with them or to watch them virtually do strip teases online for them. It's pathetic. It's ridiculous. You beta mons basically are making women millions of dollars, you know, to just show their body on a camera, digitally, on a website. It's pathetic. It is. It's pathetic. You get more security in a beta male relationship, says One Night Man. Well, are you talking about for the woman, dude? That you're talking about? Are you talking about the beta male provider? Sure. The woman will get more security, right? Financially, but she's not having her sexual needs met because she's not turned on by the beta man. So what's she gonna do? She's gonna go bang the alpha male on the side while her husband's working, right? It's just ridiculous, man. Queen is laughing. What are you laughing at, Queen? LOL sounds like a superhero name, says One Night Man. Not quite sure what you were talking about, but you can remind me if you'd like. One Night Man says some women, not all, want both a beta male provider and the alpha male. The alpha F-U-C-K-S and the beta bucks. Right. Well, what if you have an alpha male that makes good money, right? What if you have the alpha male that makes good money and can be a good provider, but he'll be alpha, right? What's wrong with that? She'll get good sex from a guy like me. I'd be able to provide. It's all good, right? But not every guy's like me. Not every guy's like you, One Night Man, but it makes sense. You're right. Hey, Mo. Good evening, Eli. I hope your night's well. It is well. Happy Easter again to you and your family, Mo. You folks watching us on the big screen tonight. Hello to everyone out there watching. Hello, Mo says Queen. Mo says hi at Mutt. Hey, Mo says Mutt. Nunya says, yes, Coach. You just did explain what I wanted to hear. What was it that you wanted to hear? Just kind of curious, Nunya. Okay. Lord Gaelic's in the house. The Dark Lord has arrived. What's going on, Lord Gaelic? How you doing, brother? Welcome to the show. One Night Man, yup, take it or leave it. That's right. You got to have that attitude, take it or leave it attitude. That woman I mentioned earlier on my walking stream that I was talking with last night, she gave me her number, and we set up a time to talk today at 6:30, right? And after she confirmed the time, I told her earlier, I said, well, you seem like a nice and sweet lady and look forward to talking with you, right? She got back to me and said, well, I wouldn't consider myself to be a sweet lady. And I got back to her and said, well, are you at least a nice lady, LOL? And she still hasn't gotten back to me at this moment. So I never called her, right? I never texted her back. I never called her. Why? Because she never responded to my question asking her if she's a nice, or are you at least a nice woman, LOL. I asked in a playful way, right? And this woman probably took offense to that, right? For what? Because I paid her a compliment saying you seem like a sweet lady? I said you seem like a sweet lady, right? What's wrong with that? And then she comes back and says I wouldn't consider myself a sweet lady? Ma'am, are you doing me a favor by just telling me to eliminate you now because you're not a good woman? This is after you were telling me the other day you liked my profile, you thought I was cute? What part of that makes any sense, right? Or are you sensing that I'm an alpha male and you want a beta man? Women are so intuitive. These women nowadays can sense the alphas and they don't want us. They don't want us because they know they won't get away with shit from us at all. They won't. But I'm not going to settle. I'm not going to pretend to be a beta man, just to get a date with a woman. That's what's happening now. I asked her, can you at least let me know if you're a nice woman? LOL. Playful banter, right? Playful banter that I would want to have every day in my relationship. Any normal woman would laugh at that, right? It's a joke, right? It's kind of true. It's a joke too, right? And this woman has not got back to me, right? I could care less. Even if she gets back to me now, I'll tell her, she'll probably say, hey, why didn't you call me earlier? Well, I asked you a question and you never responded, so I figured that you changed your mind. Right? Even though I know she probably just didn't want to answer that question, right? She didn't want to answer that question because if she comes out and says that she's a nice woman, she's going to think I'm going to take advantage of her, so she's got to not respond to it and play tough. I got to be a tough woman, a tough, strong, empowered, modern-day woman. Even when a guy is coming at me nicely, he's being good to me, right? He's paying me a compliment saying that I seem like a sweet woman, and he asked me, well, are you a nice woman? Ma'am, do you want a good guy or do you want a jerk? Like, I don't get it, ma'am. I don't get these women nowadays. I don't get them, right? They've been infested and brainwashed by the beta man. I got to make my own beta man song. Betamon. Not even man, beta man. Welcome again to the show, Lord Gaelic. Queen Ellen K says, hello, Lord Gaelic. Nina says, I totally understand and been there. It has to be a mutual feeling. Nuna, you're going to take a look at the guy, and within 3 seconds, you're going to know if you ever want to have sex with him. And if you don't feel that, it doesn't matter if he's the nicest guy in the world. It doesn't matter if he's mentally and emotionally strong and a good dude and makes good money. If you can't picture banging his brains out, ma'am, it's not. Listen, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm keeping it real. I have hands-on experience, decades of experience of dating. And I'll tell you, over the last 10 years, this was part of what was shared within that video I shared on my community tab and in the chat here. I'll share it again. You both have to check out this video here, okay? It's going to just blow your mind, right? The last 10 years that we've had smartphones, it's gotten worse because we're so connected, right? Swipe left, swipe right. Then they say in the video, they ask questions to a guy and a girl saying, what about, women that have Tinder profiles with just pictures? The guy's like, they're just looking to hook up. They don't want anything serious. They said another word I'm not going to say and get demonetized. There are a couple of gardening tools that you use to dig the dirt. It starts with an H, right? I think you know which word I want to say. I don't want to get demonetized. Yeah. So we've gotten to a world of swipe left and swipe right. Are you hot or not, right? Who cares about if you're smart or not or what you do, whatever. Are you bangable or are you not bangable? We have indoctrinated ourselves into a society of where it's all 100% about physical attraction. That's not how I look at it. I don't weigh it that way. Sure, I have to have a little physical attraction to the woman I want to date, at least a little bit. I don't need to be with the hottest woman. I would rather be with a 5 on a scale of 1 to 10 that has a great personality and is going to treat me well than be with a 10 that's going to treat me like crap. It's the truth. That's a good idea. Life is great. I think I'm going to do that. I got to get the 10K subs so I can get a merch wall I might start a merch line sooner than that, though. That's a good idea. Betamon merch. Yes. Let me see. Hello, Helen, says Lord Gaelic. Queen says, laughing my ass off. Are you laughing at the Betamon song? Hello, Pinoy Ahoy. How you doing? Hey, Darren on Facebook. Pinoy Ahoy, you could always come on the YouTube side of things, bro. But great to see you here on Facebook as well. I got to come check out one of your streams soon. Life is great. I'm starting to despise beta men. Well, that's the problem, dude. Here's one thing about myself that most people haven't realized, right? I emphasize things so clearly that it makes people feel the pain, right? You can feel my pain, and I'm not even, listen, I'm emotionally strong, right? And I'm not even, letting it get to me, right? But it's frustrating because I'd like to meet a good woman. But every single time I meet a good woman, it's because the reason why it doesn't work out is not because there's no physical attraction. It's because of the Betamons. The Betamons have brainwashed these women to think that they want Betamons. Then they date the Betamon for a while. And then they fall in love with the Betamon, right? Then the alpha like me comes around and they think I'm a jerk because they're used to being with Betamons that never work out. But at least initially the Betamon is how they like being approached, right? So maybe I should approach these women like a Betamon and then flip it on them, right? Do I have to play that game and not be myself? Okay, I'm going to pretend to be a Betamon, so I get the date, right? And then a few days into it, then I just bang the shit out of her, right? Right? And then after that, I'll show her how alpha I am and get her hooked on my you know what, right? And then I'll flip it on her and say, you thought you were dating a Betamon, right? Is that how we have to go, right? But I get what you're saying there. Life is great. Yeah, it's the fault of the Betamons. It is. Nunez says, I met men that were great, and yeah, the sex was good, but yeah, I do still have my opinion, but don't we all, right? Yeah, good point, Nuna. Absolutely. Happy Easter, says Lewis Fullers. Welcome, Lewis. How you doing, bro? Eli, your singing kills me. Queen, do you know what a Betamon is? You know what a Betamon is, Queen? Nunez says, the love, the insecurities, everything, how many ways do I need to ask? It's beta man, right? Yes, I had a beta man, okay? I said it, LOL, Betamon. I need to get a Betamon soundbite. And then you had Wondering Haggis earlier on my live stream. He's a mod here. We connected on Hangouts. Thank you for connecting with me earlier on Hangouts. Thank you for making that happen, Lewis. Wondering Haggis comes into my last stream and goes, I want to find a woman that'll take care of me, and I'm willing to wear the skirt. And I'm like, dude, that's a Betamon. Yeah, I go, why? He goes, because he has what was it that he had? Some type of disability, right? And I said, Haggis, just because you have a little bit of a disability, it doesn't mean you're broken. It doesn't mean you aren't a man. You're a man, right, dude? The last time you checked, you're a man, right? You don't have to be a Betamon to get a woman because you have a disability or something like that, right? I mean, look at what this whole thing has caused, man. I mean, this whole thing is just insane. Guys don't know how to be guys anymore, right? And it's basically further empowering women more than feminism was meant to be. Anyway. Coach, you testing me? No, I'm not testing you at all. I help you. I don't test people in my chat. I test women that that I'm getting to know to see how interested they are, right? Because I don't want to waste my time if they're not interested. I'm a master tester. I know the shit test better than women do. Most men don't. I try to teach most men to become as intuitive as myself and to become instinctual and know how to react and respond. Not even react, to respond or not respond to the way women are coming at you, right? To give you the best possible shot of getting what you want, which is the relationship, and to hang out, have fun, and hook up. One night, man, the thing is, women of today, compliments are meaningless since they hear how beautiful they are every day, either in person or through social networks, right? Social media is the main issue. Social media and online dating sites. If you folks watch that video, I share it on my community tab and in the live chat and on Facebook, you'll be able to, you'll see. You got to check out that video. It's unbelievable. Hang on a second. Betamon. Okay, hang on a second here. Let's see. You need Betamon merch. That's right, dude. I think that's a great idea. Life is great. I'm gonna look into that this week. Again, I was gonna wait until I get 10,000 subscribers. That's when you get a merch wall on YouTube, but I could start selling it outside of the merch tab anyway, like through Teespring, TeePublic, etc. Life is great. You're silly. No, he's not silly. That's actually what people do. That's what they do. I just made some new merch on Teespring with my channel name. Great. That's awesome. Awesome, Mutton. That's crazy world. Mike says 7 Mile run is done. Coach, time to soak with purpose. Epsom salt style. Hey, Sicily, Mike, do you have your phone in your tub while you soak and watch YouTube videos? Because that's what I do. I'm sure you do the same thing. Awesome, bro. Life is great. Yeah, beta, then alpha, the sheet out of them. That's right. So this is going to be my approach. I'm going to approach women now and pretend to be a beta man, and then I'm gonna second date or whatever happens. I'm gonna ram the living you know what out of them, and then I'm gonna alpha the sheet out of them. I gotta do a stream on that, bro. So guys, here's how you approach women nowadays. You pretend to be a beta man to build their trust, and then after a few dates, you flip it on them by banging the living hell out of them in the bedroom and not putting up with any other crap. You get them hooked on in the bedroom, and then you don't put up with their crap by calling them out on and being an alpha man. Queen Helen Casey, learning disabilities. That's right. Thanks for remembering, Queen. I love it, says one night man. Yeah, dude. Absolutely, man. That's the way you got to do it, bro. They're manipulating us, so why not? I mean, I don't believe in manipulation, but I'm like, it's getting ridiculous, right? Nunez says, I'm not interested, but you're a smart man, and I'm just kidding. I can handle the debates. I never said you were interested. Jesus, look at these. Well, that's pretty funny, Nuna. She's having fun. She's learning a lot about this from her past marriage. That's good. That's good, Nuna. I like the confidence. That's great. Life is great, says LMAO. Life is great. That should deprogram them, Coach. Right. You're absolutely right. That's a new tactic. I may try that. I have another call with the woman tonight, a different woman than the one I'm not going to talk to. And maybe I'll play it that way. Mutt says, we'll be sharing my merch link out soon. Still have a few more things to add. One Night Man says it's like Clark Kent showing his true Superman side. That's right. All right, folks, we're at 54 minutes. I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'm going to come back for another 30 minutes or so and answer some more questions, talk a little bit more about the topic. If there are any shows that you'd like me to do, any particular topics you want me to discuss, please email me at Coach Eli at coach@eliasmelas.com, and I'd be happy to do those topics as soon as possible. So let me cue up some music. Music. Let me see here. Betamon. Betamon. You gotta love the Betamons, don't you? Oh boy. Let me see here. Let me see here. Oh, I know which song I'm gonna come back into. I'm gonna do the guy a favor that's taking an Epsom salt bath. I know what I'm gonna do. Because I'm really fired up tonight. I am really super fired up. All right, folks, I'm going to step away for a quick break. I'll be back in less than 10 minutes, so stick around. We'll be right back. right, we're back. That's right. Hey, Sicily, pay attention. Mutt's going to say welcome back, right, Mutt? And Queen and Nunya and all of them, right? We'll get to the chat just a little bit. I'll check on Facebook in a bit, too. Okay, here we go. This is a blast from the past from my former channel where I used to run a show called Coach Eli Live. This one's for you, Sicily. This one's for you, soaking in the salt. Here we go, eat the mixos, double helix. Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Woo! Yeah, this is the best song in the entire YouTube audio library. Oh my gosh. Cicely sitting there in the bath soaking in the salt saying, settle down, coach. You've got a show to run, coach. Settle down. I know you get heated when this song is played. It is the best song in the YouTube audio library, coach, but you have a show to run, so thank you for dedicating that song to me. Yeah, no problem, boss. No problem. Give him hell, coach. Oh man, I need to situate myself. Give me a second here. Okay. All right. Welcome back to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli live here on YouTube and also simulcasting live on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, I'll check out the chat over there in just a few minutes. I'm glad you could all join me on this wonderful Sunday evening. It is the day this was recorded, Sunday, April 4th. 2021. It's Easter Sunday for everyone except for me because I'm Greek Orthodox. The Orthodox Easter is in a month from now. But happy Easter to all of you and your friends and your family. Tonight, we have been discussing love like you've never been hurt, plus unrealistic expectations in 2021. Love like you've never been hurt, plus unrealistic expectations in 2021. Wait a minute. Yes. It's all good. All right, so let me make an announcement here tonight. Something I'm going to be doing that I think is going to help grow my channel and also give people bits and pieces in some pre-recorded videos that I will be taking from my live streams. I've figured out a way. I've seen some other YouTubers do this, and it works quite well. Not just you, JB Gunner. I've seen Tim Pool do this and many other YouTubers that create a lot of good content through live streams. Will also cut portions of their live streams and make them into bite-sized pre-recorded videos. Now, here's the thing. You know, when you run a 2-hour live stream or hour-and-a-half live stream, you might have some evergreen content within that live stream, meaning that is content that is good forever, right? But also parts of your live streams are going to only be good for the current show, right? So what if you were to take that evergreen content, splice it out, and make a pre-recorded video on that, right? So for example, tonight I'm discussing love like you've never been hurt, plus unrealistic expectations in 2021. What if I cut out the portions, the evergreen portions of this stream, and made a 15 or 20 minute video out of it, just focused on the actual topic part of it, right? That's a video that would probably get more views, more watch time, and will help the channel blow up. Because right now I'm solely focused on the live streams. And until I grow this channel to a more sustainable level, I'm not going to go out of my way to create pre-recorded videos that won't get me the same traction as the live streams are getting me. So that's what I'm going to be doing starting this week. I'll be cutting out clips from my past live streams and creating evergreen content on it. So that way, if you folks need a refresher on what you learned on these live streams, or if somebody new finds out about me because of these more bite-sized versions of the streams, I think that's going to be a great thing for everyone. So let me know what your thoughts are regarding that before we continue here. Let's see. Coach, I'm having fun. I'm just neutral, says Nuna. Don't assume. I know you're having fun, Nuna. You're learning also. Like, by the time you get into your next relationship, you're going to have a lot more understanding from the principles you learn here on how to handle, the situation. And you're going to know more of what to look for. And if it's not working, you're going to be able to get out of it quicker. I totally get it. Let's see. One Night Man says, greatest advice I've gotten was to have an abundance mindset and keep a rotation in case one lady dips on you, have multiple options in your Rolodex. Right, like tonight. I had 2 calls set up, right? I still have one, and I'm going to talk to this other woman at 9:45 Pacific, which is 12:45 a.m. Eastern. So less than an hour from now. The other woman is supposed to talk at 6:30 before I went live on this second show of the day. Never got back to me when I asked her, but you are a nice woman, right? LOL. She never responded. If a woman can't respond to me and I don't know if you would want to call it validate or answer my question if she's nice or not, then she's not nice. Then you know what? She's not worthy of my time, right? I'm not going to give her my time. And she'll probably never reach out to me again. Now, she may reach out to me later tonight or tomorrow and say, hey, what happened? I'll say, well, I asked you a question and I never heard back from you. I asked you, playfully if, you're a nice woman, LOL, I never heard back from you. So I figured, that must have made you change your mind about wanting to talk with me. So I never heard back from you. I'm the last one that asked you a question, ma'am, and you didn't answer it. It was a simple question, right? It also showed me that, hey, she doesn't want to be known as a nice woman because she's used to dealing with beta mons that allow her to be the alpha female. Oh, okay. Continue carrying on with that, ma'am, and see how eternally single you're going to be. Anyway. Now, what LMAO says, Nuna, internet tra. Coach has a fun sense of humor. Well, I'm a fun guy. I like to be playful and fun. That's how you need to be with women. That's how I want to be with people. And plus, we entertain people here while throwing down truth bombs. That's what we do. We entertain people while throwing down truth bombs. That's what we do. It's exactly what we do. Nunya, one night stand. Did you say multiple orgasms? Oops, I read it wrong. Well, that's what should be happening. Nunya, sorry. Not sorry. Okay. I don't know what you meant by that. Nuna, hi in the tra. Nice to meet you. One Night Man says fire. The fire emoji. Welcome back, says Mud. Stay out unknown, says Queen. Give him hell. Coach says life is great. One Night Man. Yup. It's all GOOD. Good. Crazy bone. That's right. I remember that. But that's crazy world. It's all mostly Monday for me. I will be in the future in 8 minutes and 36 seconds. That's right. Well, it is 11:56 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. 11:56 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. 8:56 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Life is great. Killer idea. I really think that is a good idea to help you grow. Yep, I'm going to have to start doing that. Absolutely. So real quick, folks, I'm not going to be on too much terribly longer. I'm going to talk a little bit about love like you've never been hurt. a little more about it and unrealistic expectations. I want to know in the chat, do you feel that both men and women have unrealistic expectations? Whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. I'm going to go check out Facebook in a second here. And what are your thoughts about love like you've never been hurt? What are your thoughts about that? So, anyway, let me check out Facebook. Nothing happening on Facebook. No problem. Nobody on there. No big deal. No worries. It's all good. At Nunya, dang, I missed that comment. So, what does love like you've never been hurt mean to me? You know, I'll share a quick story. In my younger days, after my high school sweetheart broke up with me, we were together for many years. It was my first true love. I was very loyal and faithful to her. I was a really nice guy. I was probably a beta man, right? That's why I probably got dumped, because I was a beta man. And you don't know what an alpha male is when you're, in high school. She was a cheerleader. She was cute. And we had a good time. I mean, it was fun, right? But I was overvaluing, let's just put it politely, I was overvaluing the female, right? I was overvaluing her, right? And when you overvalue a female, you devalue yourself as a male, and a woman can read right through that. So if you're overvaluing the woman, I'm saying that politely. I can use a very derogatory word about a female's body part below her waist, but I'm not going to say that. I'm going to keep it professional, right? If you overvalue the female, you are in essence undervaluing yourself as a man. And when a woman picks up on that with her intuition, she'll pick up on it right away. She'll lose respect for you, and you're on your way out the door. That's the way it goes, right? But when she broke up with me, I was very hurt. And for the next year, I was anti-woman. I didn't even know what MGTOW was back then, but if I knew what MGTOW was, I would have said, I'm going MGTOW. I'm going MGTOW monk. I'm done with women, period. I never want to talk about women again. I'm just going to be eternally single. That's how I was feeling, right? I was really hurt. It was my first breakup, right? I thought I was going to marry this woman. I thought I was going to be with her for the rest of my life, right? Okay? I was hurt, right? And, when I went into my next relationship, when I finally got over her and I met my second girlfriend, I went into that relationship with my guard up, right? I didn't allow myself to love like I've never been hurt, right? And what happened? I was with that woman for a while, but again, I was acting like a beta man, because if you don't love like you've never been hurt, as a man or even a woman, but more so for men, if you can't love like you've never been hurt as a man, you're in essence behaving like a beta man. So what happened? I got dumped again. And I started to see a pattern. I'm like, wait a minute. What's going on here? Is it the women? Maybe part of it's the woman, but it's how I'm showing up as well, right? I didn't go into that second relationship open to loving someone like I've never been hurt, right? And because of that, she was able to pick up on that. I look back and I know what happened. She was able to pick up on my insecurities, my weakness, right? My having my guard up. I was in essence acting like a woman. I was acting more feminine than her, right? After that second relationship, I learned. I started to realize I got to love myself first, respect myself first. And if I'm in a relationship with a woman that doesn't work out, I got to get over it as quickly as possible and go into the next relationship being able to love like I've never been hurt. Yeah, Queen, do me a favor. Just keep banning the trolls. No problem. That's right, Queen. We don't care, unknown. We don't. We don't. We're just here to run a show. Let's see here. Life is great. That was a suck account. Life is great. The real life is great is here. And that was the doctor. Who cares? Yes, I think both women and men have unreal expectations. If you love like you've never been hurt, you are open to the relationship. Right. When women are guarded, it's because of what's happened in the past, and they haven't worked through their past issues. They're not ready, right? So if you're dealing with a guarded woman, this is how I'd handle a guarded woman. I asked them one time, I say, look, I can tell you're a little bit guarded. I'm not trying to be rude, but honestly, you seem a little bit guarded, and again, I want to be understanding to what you've been through. But if that's the case, maybe you really aren't ready for something at the level I'm ready for. And I want to respect that on your end. And I also don't want to invest too much time into something with someone that's not ready. I think you're a great woman, but I think you have some things you still need to work through. I've been through the same things you've been through in the past. Maybe you're just not ready. And they might say, yeah, you're right. Or they might say, you know what, you're right, but you know what, I really like you. And I'm going to cut that out right now and give you a fair chance, right? It's going to go one of two ways. But as an alpha male, you call them out on that. And you're either going to, A, get them to come down to reality and give you a fair chance and see where it goes, or B, they're going to say, you're right, I need more time than myself, right? And then you let them go, and then you don't waste your time and focus on someone else that's going to be the right fit for you, right? Nuna says, what comment at one night stand? She keeps calling them one night stand. Nuna says, I can love but afraid of getting hurt again. Well, if you're going to have that attitude, Nuna, then until you can put yourself in a position where you're open to receiving and giving love without the fear of being hurt, or like you've never been hurt, then you're not being fair not only to the other person, but you're not being fair to yourself. So until you can work past that, I wouldn't put yourself out there. It's not going to be fair to you or anyone that comes across you. It's going to be about a validation-seeking type of thing. A lot of women in that position will put themselves out there because they're seeking validation, which will help them get through their issue. But I don't want to waste my time with a woman that just wants me to be her therapist. No, I'm not going to do that. No way. I'll say one thing. The guy I have a restraining order on, this doctor, he's been talking about me on some other channels lately. I'll mention this briefly. I could care less about what you do, dude. And by the way, I also know you're on Facebook cloning accounts of my friends list. Okay. I've actually warned all my friends, and I'm not accepting any friend requests from cloned accounts of people that I'm already connected with, bro. You're trying to get access to my Facebook. Doc, listen, you may be smart and you're a good troll. Let me tell you something. If I wanted to be a troll, I would out-troll the shit out of all of you, including you. Okay? So keep trying. Keep trying. You're triggered, right? You're triggered because I'm still here and I'm growing, right? You can't stand that, right? You want to troll on Facebook, dude? You want to troll me, bro? You want to make your life's mission to troll me, bro? Go for it, dude. It's comical and hilarious, dude. And I'm much smarter than you, Doc, because I know your game. So all those friend requests blocked and reported. And you know how hard it is to create Facebook accounts, Doc? It's a long verification process you have to go through to clone all those accounts, Doc. I only mention that because I'm letting you know. Now the doctor's coming in here and cloning accounts of people that are here. Anyway, I don't really care what he does. It's not a big deal. I don't care what you do or what you post, Doc. It doesn't bother me one bit. I'm a human being, and I made mistakes. You're triggered because you can't take me down, bro. You can't get to me. You never will. That's as much as you're going to get out of me. I'm going to finish my show and call it a night. Uh-oh, I got a doppelganger. What is that? Doppelganger? What is that? I don't know what that means. Let's see. Somebody sucked me already. So life is great. It's the doctor, dude. Don't worry, life. Me and Eli know who it is. It's Queen. It's a doctor, Queen. You know that. It's the doctor. He's triggered. He's so triggered. Let's see. Nuna says, I need to learn to get over it. I know. Until you're able to work through it, Nuna, and we can talk behind the scenes, you, Lewis, and I'd be happy to help you free of charge. I'd be happy to help you. Not a problem. And we'll help you get over it. Until you're able to get over it, it's not worth putting yourself out there because it's not going to be fair not only to any guy you come across, but to yourself as well, right? And you don't want to be the type of woman like most women are in these situations. They put themselves out there to seek validation. It's just not cool, right? Let's see. One Night Man says, yeah, I just got done dealing with someone who wasn't ready to do the deed. She's a virgin at 29 and never been in a relationship, let alone never had her first kiss. She's too far gone in her comfort zone. Is she waiting for marriage, dude? Wow, 29 years old and a virgin? Yeah, dude, that wouldn't work for me, man. No experience. I'll just stay away from that, bro. I mean, the thought of her being a virgin and you being her first, it could be intriguing, but I'm sure you tried and she didn't give in. Yeah, dude. Wow, 29. Is she hot, man? Was she good looking? Life is great. Good, Queen. Sorry, working so only looking every few minutes. One Night Man, that's fine. Nuna can call me that. LOL. Nuna says, it's men that made me feel I wasn't worthy of their love, but it was their loss if that's how they thought when it was them that weren't worthy of my love. Well, Nuna, here's the thing. When you're dealing with beta men, when you're dealing with weak, needy, desperate, and insecure men, mentally and emotionally unstable men, immature men that weren't raised properly, you always have to find out the upbringing of somebody you're dating. Typically, when someone has had both their parents throughout their upbringing, it's going to give you a better chance of, it's going to give the relationship a better chance of working out because they've had good morals, values, and ethics and being raised properly, right? That's part of what happens there. That's what I look for when I date a woman. What is their relationship like with their parents, right? Did they come from a broken household or were they from a normal, typical household, right? With a proper upbringing, right? So yeah, you're having these guys project their own insecurities onto you, right? Right? Because they lack something, they're projecting that onto you, and they're trying to make their problem appear like it's your problem, right? That's pathetic, man. That's the most pathetic kind of man ever. So you're right. You're right. Life is great. Says everything you have said tonight has been very good advice, Coach. Well, thank you. A doppelganger is like a clone. Oh, okay. Queen Helen Case says means clone. Okay. Queen, thumbs up. Lewis Fuller, yes, I know how to take care of these trolls. One Night Man, she was average. Okay. Nunez says, I don't put myself out there. I accept it well. I'm not a bad person. When I love hard. I think that's my issue. Nothing wrong with loving hard. Just make sure it's the right person. when it's the right person, you should love them hard. You should love them completely, unconditionally, right? Right. We did have a connection. I hear you. But she was going to make you work too hard and probably force you to get married before being intimate with you. Listen, dude, if you're going out with a woman nowadays and you're not intimate with her by the second or third date at the latest, move on. Women that are into you are going to want to sleep with you as much as you want to sleep with them. That's the closest connection. This is 2021. This is not 1950. If she's not gonna be intimate with you by the second or third date, move on. There are other women that are going to be more laid back and easy to get along with. Lewis Fuller, the trolls don't have no life. Get your final questions in, folks. I'm going off the air in about 1 or 2 minutes. I found out too late and I have morals. You're right. Bad childhoods, you hit it on the spot. That's what it is. That's what it always is. Yep. You always have to ask, what is your relationship like with your family? Like when I talked to this woman tonight. So do you have your parents nearby? How's your mom and dad, right? Be subtle about it, right? And see what they say. And if they come from a broken household, you got to tread carefully and see if they have been able to work through these childhood issues on their own, or if they're still scarred. If they're scarred, it's not worth it. You have to cut them off, right away and move on to someone else that's in a better place and ready for something, right? All right, folks, I'm going to start wrapping things up right now. Had a really good time today. A couple of great streams. I'm going to be back tomorrow at some point. I may only do one stream tomorrow. I need to come up with a system of how to quickly get out these bite-sized clips from my streams. I do have a program. I use this program that I got recently that allows me to quickly clip out in high quality sections of videos without having to render them out. It'll cut it in literally less than a minute instead of having to render it fully through a program like a Adobe Premiere. It's called Video Redo TV Suite version 6, and it does a great job. So I need to come up with a system where I can quickly get these cut. And I do have a fiber line, so I can upload them very quickly. Then I need to figure out, what kind of thumbnail do I want to use to separate these from my live streams. And then maybe I'll even link in the description. If you want to watch the full version of the live stream where this clip came from, click here or put it in the cards or something. So I'm going to figure that out. Okay, I will see you soon, says Lewis. One Night Man. Yeah, great topic on both streams tonight, Coach. Well, thank you. If you guys have any topic requests, please email me at Coach Eli at coach@eliasmelas.com, and I'd be happy to tackle them as soon as possible. All right? So with that being said, folks, have yourselves a great night, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye. Bye.